Listen closely. What I'm about to tell you changed everything I thought I knew about money. I had two fathers. One was highly educated, intelligent, with a PhD. He followed the traditional path: study hard, get good grades, find a safe, secure job. He struggled with money his entire life. My other father never finished 8th grade, but he became one of the richest men in Hawaii. Same island, same economy, same opportunities. Two completely different financial destinies. The difference? Not intelligence, not luck, not even hard work. The difference was how they thought about money. From the moment we enter school, we're programmed with a formula. Go to school, get good grades, find a safe job, work hard, save money, buy a house, retire at 65. My poor dad believed this with all his heart. Study hard so you can find a good job at a good company, he'd say. He believed job security was everything. My rich dad laughed at this idea. Why would you want to spend your life working for money? Make money work for you instead. My poor dad said the love of money is the root of all evil. My rich dad said the lack of money is the root of all evil. Two men, two philosophies, one question. Which dad would you listen to? I was 9 years old when my rich dad gave me my first job. 10 cents an hour, 3 hours every Saturday, dusting cans and cleaning the store. After a few weeks, I was frustrated, angry. I marched into his office. "You're exploiting me. I quit." He smiled. Good. Most people quit. Some get angry enough to demand more money, but very few ask the real question. Is there something you want to teach me? Most people have a price. When their emotions of fear and greed control their thinking, they become slaves. Even if you paid them more, they just spend more. They're trapped in the rat race. That's when he taught me the most important lesson. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. The poor work for wages. The middle class work for salary and benefits. The rich build assets that generate income while they sleep. My rich dad didn't pay us more that day. Instead, he taught Mike and me to think differently. He gave us free comic books from his store that other customers had finished reading. We opened a comic book library and charged admission. We made money without being there. That's when I understood this is how the rich think. Here's what schools don't teach you. Here's what most parents can't teach you because they never learned it themselves. It's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. You can earn $1 million a year and still be broke if you don't understand this one concept. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. That's it. That's the difference between the rich and everyone else. My poor dad said, "Our house is our greatest asset." My rich dad said, "Your house is a liability." I know what you're thinking, but hear me out. Every month, your house takes money out of your pocket. Mortgage, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, utilities. Does it put money in? No. That makes it a liability. A rental property that pays you every month? That's an asset. Stocks that pay dividends, bonds that pay interest, a business that generates profit, intellectual property that creates royalties. Assets. The rich acquire assets. The poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. This one distinction, understanding what is truly an asset, this is what separates the rich from everyone else. My rich dad would say, "Mind your own business." He didn't mean be rude. He meant stop making everyone else rich. When you work for someone else, you're building their asset column. When you shop, you're building the store owner's asset column. When you pay taxes, you're building the government's column. Your job is your profession. Your business is your asset column. Keep your day job, but start building assets on the side. Real assets. Businesses that don't require your presence. Stocks and bonds. Real estate that generates income. Royalties from intellectual property. Anything else that generates income and appreciates in value. The middle class buys liabilities and thinks they're assets. New cars, boats, vacation homes that sit empty. The rich buy assets first. Then they let their assets buy their luxuries. Here's a secret the rich have known since 1773, the year of the Boston Tea Party, when colonists protested against taxes. The rich don't play by the same rules. They use corporations to protect and grow their wealth. If you're an employee, you earn, you get taxed, you spend what's left. If you own a corporation, you earn, you spend through your business, and only pay taxes on the remaining profit. See the difference? Employees work, pay taxes, then try to live on what's left. Business owners work, spend through their business, and only pay taxes on the remaining profit. Financial IQ is made up of 4 areas: accounting, or financial literacy, investing, or money-making money, understanding markets, supply and demand, and the law, tax advantages and protection. When I teach investing, people often say, "But that's risky." And my rich dad would respond, "Being financially uneducated is risky." The rich see opportunities where others see obstacles, not because they're lucky, because they've trained their financial minds. My rich dad bought real estate for $20,000, immediately sold it for $60,000, and used none of his own money. How? Financial intelligence. Most people say, "I can't afford it." The rich ask, "How can I afford it?" One statement shuts down your brain. The other opens it to possibilities. Your mind is your greatest asset. Train it well. The ability to invent money, to create opportunities, comes from financial intelligence, not from having money to start with. Many of the richest people in the world started with nothing, but they had something more valuable: financial education. When I graduated from school, my rich dad gave me advice that shocked me. He said, "Don't take the job with the highest pay. Take the job where you'll learn the most." My educated poor dad said, "Go to school, get good grades, and find a safe, secure job with good benefits." My rich dad said, "Learn to sell. Learn to market. Learn about accounting, investing, people management." Most people specialize. They become experts in one thing, and they wonder why they struggle financially. The rich become generalists. They know a little about a lot: sales, marketing, accounting, law, communication. JOB is an acronym for just over broke. Your work isn't just about earning. It's about learning. What skills are you building? What knowledge are you gaining? Are you becoming more valuable or just older? My rich dad identified 5 obstacles that hold people back. 1. Fear. Everyone's afraid of losing money, but the rich have learned to manage fear, not let fear manage them. 2. Cynicism. The sky is falling. The economy is bad. Real estate is too expensive. Cynics never win. They're too busy explaining why something won't work. 3. Laziness. Not physical laziness, busy laziness. People too busy to take care of their wealth, too busy working to learn how to have money work for them. 4 bad habits. Pay yourself first, not last. Not after bills, first. Your asset column must be your priority. 5 arrogance. Arrogance is ego plus ignorance. When you're too proud to admit you don't know something, you can't learn. The rich aren't smarter. They just got educated about money and never stopped learning. My 2 dads both worked hard. Both were honest, good men. Both cared about me. But one died leaving millions. The other died leaving bills. The difference wasn't intelligence. It wasn't effort. It wasn't luck. The difference was financial education.
You're standing at that same fork in the road right now. Will you work for money your entire life, or will you make money work for you? Will you play it safe and join the rat race, or will you acquire financial education and build real wealth? The choice has always been yours. My rich dad gave me the greatest gift, not money, but financial literacy. Now I'm passing that gift to you. Your financial destiny is in your hands. The question is, what will you do with it?